Hey everyone, welcome to Tea Time with Mo. I'm Mo, as you well know by now. You know, I'm on this side. You know, it says Mo on the top of my head. Oh, never mind. Welcome to Tea Time with Mo. Hope you're all having a great Friday. Yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is streamed live on Twitch on Friday nights at 8 p.m. EST. But today I have a special guest with me. The one and only Shyho.
That's right. You know what's up.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you here, buddy. I've been wanting to have you on for a while. You know, ever since.
I guess for like 3 years now. So.
Ever since we had that conversation on Google Hangouts, I was thinking this guy needs to be on. You know, he needs to be on. Yay!
I had to be two because we play so many games together, so I thought we might as well keep the conversation going.
Yes.
And like this, just then people can know what's up. Like, you know, I can tell them a bit about myself, and you can do the same thing. And a little taste of Twitch royalty tonight, so everyone's being spoiled.
Oh, heck yeah. So, first things first. Okay. What are you drinking today?
I am drinking the organic Bentley's Blood Orange Rooibos tea.
Ooh.
So it says in the back of it, gluten-free and naturally caffeine-free. So I already have enough energy already, so I don't need any more caffeine, because then I'm just like, you know. Then I'm
no.
like Spears, circa 1999.
Oh gosh. I am drinking Jasmine Pearls. I had this before on Tea Time with Mo. Last time I had it, I didn't put sugar in. So I'm going to retry it with sugar. It wasn't bad. It was bitter. So I'm going to try this with sugar and see if it tastes any better. But I'll do like my jasmine tea, hopefully.
I feel like drinking tea without sugar, it's kind of like, you know, you give your kid a little taste of something, they're like, you know, they make that stinky face.
Yeah. No, thank you. They're like, no, thank you. So, how does yours taste? How does it taste? Oh my gosh, look at that mug.
Well, it's good. Out of the PMS zone, so I'd say the tea is pretty good.
Oh, wow, okay. I should have shown my cup. Oh, it's the creeper. It's a creeper. Oh. Okay. So you did say that you liked watching me play Minecraft. So I had to give you the creeper mug. Come on, like the creeper mug had to make an appearance.
Yeah, that was unplanned for anybody that wants to ask. So don't say you guys planned that. We didn't. That was just like a great coincidence, but that was fabulous. See, me and my friends have something where we do tea with the queen. So it's like this, you know, like you're sipping some tea, and then you know, two hands go like this together, and then blink. So I always wanted to do that. For 3 years I wanted to do that, so I'm finally glad I had to get to do it live on Twitch TV.
Yeah, exclusives. Come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get any better than that, can you? Come on.
Nowhere else you can get this from.
So, I wanted to delve right into this thing, like I'm delving into, you know, something really serious. Except for, it's just a casual chat. And I want to know, where did you come up with the name Shyho?
I get this question every time. Okay, so it's a bit weird, but hey, I'm gonna just go for it. So
okay, go for it.
You know, when I was younger, you know, I was a cuddle freak. I'm a bit of a cuddle freak now, and just that I keep it PG, you know. But keep it G. And, you know, and we were watching a Nintendo Wii versus PS3, and it's some like viral video where this plus size model was the PS3, and she said, you know, my vibrating functions off, good things cost good money. Because when the PS3 first came out, it was like $599 US. I was like, ooh, child, like, you know, like, give me the tea on that. So, the person that was selling Nintendo Wii, everyone said I had the same energy as this person, you know? She was
Right.
like all over the place, very spunky and funky. But she sounded a little hoish. So, you know, I'm quite a shy person. No one believes me though, because you know, I'm very animated, but I'm better with one-on-one conversations than I'm group. You can see the shyness when I'm in a group.
Ah,
So
fair
when we have
enough.
tea
It's the same
time
with
with
me.
Mo and friends, I'd be like, you know, I get lost. But you know, that's how I got the name Shyho because, you know, I'm very like, yeah, like I said, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I just love everybody. So I guess
Well,
kind
that's
of hoish, but
great.
like a classy hoe, you know, one that's like 99.95 and not the dollar store.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the name
So
Shyho.
it's basically what we all thought. That's the
Yes,
name. That's the name.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just thought there might be something like it might be a character that we might have not known or whatever. You know. So hey, whatever. I mean, I like it. I like the name. I like that. It's very creative. That's for sure.
It's very youthful. I feel like I'll never age because it sounds like one of those names you put in when you're like 5, and then you're like, ooh, I feel like a rebel. So you know, it keeps me fresh and young for sure. But yeah, that was, you know, I would ask you the same question, but I think I already know the answer. So
Wait,
we
feel free
can.
to ask me. I can say this story all day long.
Well, I think it's your first name and your surname and your last name, right? Together.
No, it's just my first name and my last name, but it's
Okay,
just
so I
like
almost
it's
got it right.
my real name is Mohammed, but it's Mo, and then my last name is Kaji. So Kaji, so there you go. It's my name, pretty much what it is. There's no real reason behind it. It's just a name. There was no creativity went into that name at all, at all. But
Yeah,
no.
if I would have like known where your origin came from like 100% because I was doing my research, then I would
Oh.
have been impressive. So it's a little impressive that I knew part of it. You know, if I just minus the surname, I would have got it right. But I'm wondering, you know, minus the Power Planeteers, who is your favorite Twitch TV person? You can't say me. So who
Oh. Oh, you're opening a can of worms right now. I can't just say one person.
I
I
know,
can't
yeah,
I, don't,
but
I can't I can't pick one person. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's it's
how about
unfortunate, but I know so many Twitchers and stuff like that. So yeah. I'd rather not say. And how about you? Who have you been watching recently?
Well, I mean, I think we both know this person. I think the most appropriate thing to do would talk about a mutual friend and Imani Era.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, amazing,
she.
amazing. She's so
Oh
good.
man, she is so fabulous. All my friends at school, like when the internet finally works, they, you know, she graduated from I think university, and we all say she graduated from CoverGirl College. Ding, and then what else? But
She's
yeah,
awesome.
just
She's pretty damn
freaking.
awesome.
I know, freaking amazing. That's
Mm.
definitely my favorite non-Power Planet, like Power Planeteer Twitch person. So, you know, like just freaking awesome. And I was so envious because last night I just finished Far Cry 3 and there's a bunch of sharks in it. So some of
Oh.
the missions you have to like, you know, watch out for the sharks. Like, and you know, when she was playing Assassin's Creed 4, you know, she was getting bit by a shark and she was like, I was like, "Are you not afraid of sharks?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm afraid." No, you're not. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I'm very envious of her bravery. So that's why I love Imani. She just does everything.
She
So
does, yeah. She plays a whole bunch of games, you know, so a whole bunch of games. And it's nice watching her because she's very animated, you know.
I know she's a
So
graduate. You know, she's an educated woman, CoverGirl College. She when she's you know playing the fight it's for like. So just all you know, I can't move my face that much, you know. But I'm afraid I might get some lines up in this grill, so you know I don't want to move it too much.
so
My eyes tell everything though. When I'm playing Outlast, like you can see what I'm thinking.
so just for the people that don't know who you are, what is your Twitch name?
My Twitch name is just Shyho, capital SHYHO.
And do you stream?
I'm gonna stream mid-April on, because I'm out of the college dorm that I'm living at right now. It's just very, I don't know if you live in a dorm, but it's it's quite stressful. Everybody's sharing, like, we're sharing like the same internet, and I get headaches. I get this, and I'm just all over the place. So, and I'm very busy and everything else like that. But when I do stream again, I've heavily gotten into StarCraft 2.
Oh, really?
But StarCraft 2 is like, it's funny because I bought it when it first came out. I paid the big dollars, holla. And I really like the Zerg, but I like to snack when I game.
What is that? What is that?
Oh, sunflower seeds.
Oh, wow, okay.
More snacking, less cracking. So,
wow.
To be honest, okay, here's a tip if you want to snack and game at the same time. If you want to play a team in StarCraft 2, play Protoss, because all you have to do is go like build, let it build, build, let it build, build, let it build. The Zerg and Terran, it's a lot of work. You have to like micromanage everything. But with the Protoss, like, it's the laziest one. I like the Zerg initially, but now I like the Protoss, and then I can have my sunflower seeds as they game.
If I ever get into StarCraft, I'll definitely take that tip, because I like to snack and game as well. If you looked under my desk, you'd see a whole bunch of snacks just ready to go. Like, I could just take one out. Like, I got a cookie. This is like the cookie. Like, I like to eat. I think I talked about this before on a previous Tea Time with Mo. It's such a gamer thing to just be playing something and snacking at the same time. There's
things that look like beads. It's like, I forget what it's called, but it's for D&D Pro players. So it's like little beads, and they're like flavored. So there's like peanut butter and jelly, so like purple and brown ones, and then they have like s'mores, dark browns, white ones, and light brown ones. So like s'mores, like just little, I don't want to say balls because that sounds interesting. So yeah, little
you can say balls all you want. Balls. I don't care.
Oh man, I don't want to make it sound hoochie, Like, I'm Shyho, not shy hooch. So I love beef jerky, as Deadzilo mentioned, but I don't have a membership to Costco anymore, so I can't get those like 2-pound beef jerkies for $15. So unfortunately, I had to quit my addiction to beef jerky. However, the next time someone gives me a membership, I'm going. You're going.
Get all that beef jerky.
If someone proposes to me and they're like, instead of ring, if they go like, we marry, like beef,
they could fashion beef jerky into a ring though. That'd be amazing, right?
That'd be so cool if there's a little, that's a stud right there. Big beefy diamond. Well, I mean beef. So yeah, I would appreciate that. That is so real.
I actually have never tried beef jerky before. I never have tried beef jerky. I kind of want to, but maybe one day. I am all about trying new things.
Trying new things. The biggest thing that none of my friends will do at school, at home, no family members, they won't try sushi, but it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, the fish is fresh, it's clean, it's lean. So unless they add too much sodium, like unless they're pouring on the soy sauce and flooding in it, don't add too much soy sauce though, because sharks might be in there.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you don't want it biting your lips while you eat it. Come on now.
But yeah, everybody should try sushi. If no one in the stream has tried sushi or on YouTube,
I have had sushi once and I didn't like it. Mostly because it was from a buffet. So that may have something to do with it. Yeah, someone told me I was pretty brave to try it from a buffet. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll meet up with you lot and we'll go and get some sushi. Like a proper sushi. I would like to try that one day.
It would be better if you got it from like the place I'm living in, we're known for like fresh fish and everything.
Oh wow!
So
Okay.
even though we're not in Japan, we know how fish work. So yeah,
are you on the coast somewhere?
Yes, I live the northeast of the east end. Maybe I'm pointing at you.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think I did. So I guess for sure purposes, the east, even though I'm pointing west.
Yeah.
That's where the good sushi is. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so besides snacks, what games have you been playing?
So yeah, StarCraft 2. Over the holidays, I also bought the expansion for Diablo 3, just because you know, I could unlock a new class and there's an adventure mode in it. I haven't gotten into it as much as I should. So $20 wasted so far.
Oh gosh.
But that's okay. I'm addicted to League of Legends still, but you know, with the poopy Wi-Fi, I haven't played it so much, obviously. And I want to get back into Dota 2, but I need some teammates to help me out. So that's why I've been trying to network more with the Discord. And yeah, I just finished Far Cry 3. Assassin's Creed 4, I clocked in 35 hours over the summer, but I checked last night and my save is gone. So I was going to play it all last night. I was like, yeah, ahoy me matey. I was ready to, like, you know, catch some scurvy and kill some birds, but I caught scurvy and my save is gone, so I guess I got what I wanted.
Oh, I hate when that happens. I absolutely hate it. When you're so far ahead in a game and something happens where your save goes, or there's a game-ending glitch. No, we ain't not doing that. We are not doing that. I'm not playing that game ever again.
Even in Far Cry 3, like, on the last mission, the guy was just, like, glued to his seat in one of the vehicles. I thought when I got out of the vehicle to, like, place the chargers on the little posts and make him explode, I thought, okay, my teammate obviously follow me because, like, he's in the turret waiting for an enemy, but that's not there. And I was like, okay, next part of the mission. So I just went in the vehicle he was in and drove to the objective. Like, okay, you win, computer. And I think a few months back, I was obsessing over Resident Evil 5 and 6. So 6 is underwhelming with the gameplay, but it's great with graphics. And as for 5, I think 5's almost as legendary as number 4. Like, over all the holidays I've been playing number 4. I've been training because I know Resident Evil 7 just came out. So, you know, I'm definitely ready to play that. Although, I'm too cheap to buy it.
So I'm guessing you like your horror games then?
Oh, I do. Even though I get afraid easily, I really like to play all the horror games.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. If you're not scared of horror games, I think you find those kind of games kind of boring. Like, I know, like, I've had a few instances where people have been like, oh, this is going to be a scary game. And you kind of wait for it. You kind of wait to be scared. But when you're not scared, there's no real thrill of the game. So if you're scared and you're playing the game, you get that thrill. So you're going to enjoy it more, you know? So I don't, scary games aren't for me, but I play for, like, if it's a good, rich storyline, you know?
Yeah, like Clock Tower is just an amazing series. But the one for the PlayStation, it's a bit too scary, and so are the controls, because it's like point and click kind of thing. If you want to move here, you have to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, but I cannot handle that. Like, the game's already scary enough. You have Edward Scissorhands chasing you with the giant firebird.
No, thank you.
You know, I gotta make like the Real Housewives and take a Xanax after playing that kind of game. So that's for sure. So, what kind of games did you get into lately, though?
Recently I've been playing something called Valkyria Chronicles. I still haven't finished it. It's been a while. I should really be finishing it. It's a anime kind of like based in, well, it's like a World War II inspired anime. So you kind of got like the World War II feel to it, and the anime feel to it, and it's like a tactical game as well. It's not like a shooter or anything. Well, it is a shooter, but it's a tactical shooter, and it's such a great game. It's on PlayStation 3, if you are interested. But I'm playing it on the PC. But it's a great game, and I can't believe I waited that long to actually play it. Also, I'm playing the game that you like watching me play, Minecraft, as well. I've been playing some more Minecraft. You see, with Minecraft, it's such a casual, relaxing game. You can come back to it over and over and over again.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Have you played Minecraft before?
I mean, ironically, the first time I played Minecraft was with the Power Planeteer, so obviously I had a great first impression. I tried to play with other people, but you know, they went back to it once, but they didn't really continue playing it. I don't get it. Like, I think they just got bored of it. Maybe they think they're too old for it, but it's like,
I hate when people give that excuse. I hate when people give that excuse.
Well, okay, in my opinion, you're not too old unless you have kids, because they're kind of a distraction. So, you know, it doesn't even have to do with your chronological clock. It has to do with time at that point. Like, you know, when kids are running around. Oh, however, you know, one of my other favorite streamers. I don't want to plug too many people, you know, and leave everyone out, right? So I'll just say that. I was playing with his kid, and we played Terraria, and I built, you know, at first she said, like, why is he here? I hate Shyho. And I was like, oh, so what it is, I built her a pink room in the game, and then she's like, I love Shyho. So, you know, moments like that in gaming where you can open up a child's imagination, you know, and just, like, that's everything to me. So, you know, kids are great, but like, they're definitely time eaters. And you have to build a lot of pink rooms to keep them happy. But yeah, I love Terraria too. I forgot to mention that game. Like 2D
Terraria?
magic.
No, okay. I actually never got into it. I can't say I ever did. I did buy it, but I never really played it. I just, once you played Minecraft, you kind of don't want to play Terraria. For me,
yeah,
anyway.
It's hard to make this shift because it's kind of like switching from McDonald's to Burger King. You know that it's good, but you want to stick with the classic, you know, like the OG, if you will. Like, Minecraft was kind of like the first, you know, massive multiplayer interactive big world game.
Yeah, like a sandboxy game. Yeah.
Minecraft is 6 billion by 6 billion. The world pretty much goes on and on. Like, it's
pretty much
how the game works. And also, no sharks in the game, so just heads up to everybody.
Well, I mean, maybe there will be. Maybe there will be. Who knows? Apparently, there are things that will kill you in that game, so...
Oh, I mean, yeah, sharks are the least of your worries if you're going to play Minecraft, because something that might go...
Definitely.
Right?
I'm going to have to get you onto to my Feed the Beast server at some point. So that you can play with me and Dead Sea Doll over here. And that is really heavily modded. So what I would say is don't get overwhelmed in that.
Do you suggest that I do it on my iMac or my gaming PC?
Gaming PC, I would say. Your Mac probably
the Mac might not, you know, does not compute all the mods and stuff like that. I love Macs, but, you know, and they're smooth like butter, you know, just like butter in your toast. But you need more than butter on your toast, you know, like butter's great.
Heck yeah.
But you need the whole PB&J, and that's what PCs have, because I have 100 games on Steam, plug, and like, I want to play all of them. I don't want to play 500 of them. I want to play the whole thing. So, you know. A game I want to get into next probably would be Alan Wake, American Nightmare. That game is scary. Like, that legitimately scares me. Because that's how much scares me.
I have it, still haven't played it.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to try it.
The thing is, your opponent is the darkness, and not like the darkness, like the game The Darkness. In the game The Darkness, it's like demons. But for freaking Alan Wake, see how scared I am. I feel like if I talk about it, the lights go off.
Oh gosh. Oh
gosh. You use your flashlight, and then you have a little pistol. I'm like, this is not Resident Evil, people. Like, can I get a machine gun already? Like, you know. But yeah, you're a famous. I don't want to give spoilers, but I'll just give a synopsis. But you know, you're a famous journalist trying to recover their past to write a book and get inspiration because he has a little bit of writer's block going on. You know, the textbooks just aren't doing it for him. So yeah, he gets inspiration from his past, but I'm like, I don't want to dig that deep. But you can though, but I won't. I'll just stay here.
I don't know. I mean, what I do like about the Alan Wake series is that it's a storyline. There's actually a good storyline. It's not like a game where you're sat in a chair looking at cameras all day and just waiting to be jump scared. Yeah, that's not something that I find fun. But I mean, apparently a lot of people find that fun, and that's fine. You know, just not my thing. I like something with a narrative and a story, something that makes me want to push a bit further on and play the game a little bit further just to figure out what's happening. You know, so definitely worth a shot for me. Definitely, I'm gonna play it at some point. If it took me this long to play Valkyria Chronicles, we'll see how long it takes me to play Alan Wake.
Which is like, you know, you have a big friendship circle, right? So the thing is, they're probably always asking you, like, play Minecraft. Like, even before the stream, I said to you, let's play Minecraft sometime. So,
Heck
like,
yeah.
I can see why, you know, you probably get distracted a bit. Like, all my friends want me to play League of Legends, and I'm like, I love League and I'm addicted to it. I don't know why, because the community's more toxic. But yeah, I can't stop playing it, and also I can't stop playing Hearthstone too. Like it's such a great strategy game too. I feel like a poker player, you know, like it teaches me how to memorize stuff better too. So like it just helps me out in so many different ways. And Blizzard, shout out to Blizzard. I love Blizzard too, you know. And I love Blizzard's at DQ too, by the way. Shout out to them.
Oh wow, the Blizzard is a great publisher, and I like their gusto. I like what they bring to the table. You know, they bring always something different. You know, like Diablo, Hearthstone, whatever you want to call it. They bring something new and different. You know, WoW is doing amazing. So even 10 years, probably 10, 15 years later, it's still selling subscriptions.
It's still
really
has I think 2 million. You know, when they first showed it was like 10, but now it's 2. But you know what? 2 is nothing to laugh at or shake a stick at, honestly. Like 2 million is great. It's just that there's so many games out there, you know? Back in the day, if you liked a game, you really had to commit to it. Because you know, like my parents, they would buy me like, you know, I was so spoiled, so I got a full game once a month, right? Woo! Yeah. So I better like that game. So Legend of Zelda for the NES was the first game that I had, gold plated, and you know it was amazing. But holy crap, that game's hard. Like I wanted to call the Nintendo Hotline back in the day that they gave you tips and tricks.
Wow.
You know, I was that like
you actually did that? Wow. I don't actually know anyone that called the Nintendo Hotline.
Trust me, I'm still cheap, and my parents would kill me if they found out. So luckily it didn't happen, because if they did, then you'd be having tea time with Sammy's backpack. So Shy's backpack.
Wow. And I think you're completely right. I do believe that now we're spoiled for choice. Back in the days, you know, you got one game a season or you know, a month or whatever, and you were stuck with that game. And until you either beat it or you just didn't bother playing it, you know. Nowadays, if you don't like something, you can just trade it and get another one, or you know, you're not really stuck with the game anymore. So it is what it is, you know. Obviously times change, people change, and we just gotta roll with the punches, right?
Yeah, we went from Zelda to Shovel Knight. So that's not a bad transition. I like it.
Yeah.
I wish that I played Shovel Knight though. Then I could have some funny stories for you. But what are your thoughts about the Nintendo Switch? Do you think you'd get it on launch day? Did you pre-order it, or
Nah, I'm not really a Nintendo person. So me getting that on launch would be like a waste. I'd rather just wait to see what games will come out for it. Yeah, I mean, like, Zelda looks good. I'm not a Mario person. I'm not Splatoon person. Yeah, it's not really meant for me, personally. I was always a Sega kid, so that's what we grew up with, Sega and PlayStation. that kind of stuff. So they will always have a place in my heart. Nintendo, the only real Nintendo stuff I had was a Game Boy and a Game Boy Advance, and that's it really. So, and I played Pokemon back in the day, and that's it really. That was it. So, yeah, I don't see myself buying the Switch on day one. Maybe not even in a year time. How about yourself? I'm guessing you pre-ordered it.
Oh, let's see. I forget. I pre-ordered. Oh yeah, I only pre-ordered one game before, and that was Halo 3 back in the day, so like 2007. But
oh wow,
I don't pre-order games anymore because, like I said, I'm a very cheap gamer. Like I can give everybody advice on how to save money. You know, my main thing is don't buy it. But the second thing is, you know, I feel like with games nowadays, when you pre-order stuff, like you get, you know, let's get back to McDonald's and fast food here because I'm hungry. You get like the fries, right? But back in the day, you got the whole meal, and the DLC was kind of just like the salt and pepper packets. It was a nice addition. But I feel like now you're paying for like every little last thing. Like I don't want to support that kind of behavior. So, you know, I didn't pre-order the Switch. I actually think I'm going to skip this console because Nintendo's experts on marketing, and I just feel like the country I live in, I'm above America, you know, at the moment.
Yeah.
It's $400 here. I'm like, oh, dear lordy. So, you know, that's like
them taxes though.
And yeah, and the taxes went up too, and where I live at, so it's just. It's too expensive, and every controller is $99. So I just think I'd rather just not buy the Nintendo Switch. I don't want to discourage anybody to not buy it, but I just want them to be wary that, you know, gaming is going to become an elite sport soon, where, you know, not everyone can do it. And that's what I like about the games we were talking about earlier. You know, like Minecraft, everybody can play it. Like even my crappy laptop over there, like can play Minecraft. So that's why I really like, you know, games like that. And Shovel Knight, that game's not that hard to run. So yeah, it's become an elitist and like chauvinistic thing, which it gets, for me, really toxic. Like I don't consider the Nintendo Switch a next-gen console by Nintendo. I just feel like it's another gimmick. So
right.
I know that when people see this, I might get flamed, but that's okay. I'll take it.
I think it's always nice to have games that you can play on everything. You know, like I believe indie titles do it like that, so you can pretty much play on any kind of like any kind of system. Pretty much, it's the AAA games that have people have trouble playing. You know, and even Minecraft has its ups and downs with certain systems. You know, because they're constantly adding new things, so it's always going to bog down the system. But hey, it's still fun to play. You know, even with a tiny bit of lag, it'll still be fun to play. You know,
and another thing about like the elitist thing that I mentioned earlier, like
right.
The PS4 Pro just came out. That's fabulous, and then the I think Xbox Scorpion's coming out. Yeah,
that will be coming out this year, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it was rumored. Xbox, I guess, One Pro. So it's just picture this, and this would be fun, but like so I guess me and the Power Planeteers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, high five. Boom. We created a video game. I think that we're brilliant, smart people with beautiful hearts and minds, but you know, it'd be very difficult to create a PS4 Pro game or an Xbox Mega game. I mean, well, that's what it seems like. Scorpion game.
That's what it could be, yeah.
It's just that they have such blockbuster hits now. I could never in a million years make The Last of Us on my own. I want the simplicity back in video games. You know, like they're paying like millions of dollars to make these games, and they're just fun as the cheap ones. You know, like.
Oh yeah, I mean like this is the thing with exclusives, and even Xbox, Microsoft do it really well as well. They have a level of quality, you know. Indies do it really well too. They're always pushing the boundaries, which is great, and I think it's needed in gaming, because if they don't push the boundaries, the AAAs are going to go with something safe and something that they know will make money. another sequel to something that already made money, that's gonna make money. But the indies are always pushing something new out, something different, and then the AAA titles, they take notice of that, and they'll be like, okay, we want a piece of this pie as well, you know. So they're gonna go and, you know, and give that backing, you know. Speaking of pie, what do you like? What kind of pie do you like?
What kind of pie I like? I like apple pie is my favorite. I know that's very cliche and boring, but I also like pumpkin pie. It's ironic that you mentioned that because one of my friends is planning a wedding and she talks about it like all the time. I love her to death. I'm like, girl, can we stop for a second and smell the pies? And she's not sure she can afford the honeymoon because usually it's more expensive than the wedding. Hashtag Disneyland, for example. You know,
oh gosh.
That's what my brother and his wife did. But
oh, they did a Disneyland wedding or honeymoon?
Oh, I only wish they did, just because I could benefit off of it too. You know, I'd be like partying with the mascots. But my mother's nickname is actually the Big Ho.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I hope she's gonna watch this and she's going to beat you.
she'll kill me for exposing her. But yeah. Paid for their honeymoon, which is Gone with Them and Fabulous, right? Ooh, child. So I said for my friend, I call her Cadence, you know, she has a big, beautiful hair. Like, I'm like, ooh, girl, I'm like, where did mine go? I think she took it. But, yeah, they're going to have I said jokingly, but maybe I'm serious, that, you know, I'm going to set you guys up with a pie factory and you guys can have all the pie you want for, like, the next week after you are married.
Wow. Sounds
so that's funny how you
expensive,
that too, like,
but
that's what that reminded me of. Like,
sounds really expensive, but hey, your treat, right? Am I allowed to go get some pie too? Like, I kind of want some pie.
I think if people can buy plane tickets to Canada, they should have the right to have some pie. Because pie is life.
Pie. Ooh, so is it pie or cake?
I prefer pie. I think they're gonna have a family member make a cake. Trust me, I know every detail of the wedding. I'm the co-planner, so I'm like,
oh really?
We can do an episode of Tea Time with Mo, just talking about my friend's wedding. Maybe we should just bring around here. Because that's what I'm thinking about right now. Oh no, everything you say, even if it has nothing to do with it, I'm gonna be reminded of the wedding.
Okay, let's not talk about the wedding then. So, have you been watching any TV shows or movies recently?
I'm gonna sound like a shady seagull as usual, but I've been watching a lot of prison shows. Like, I'm fascinated with them.
Interesting. Like crime dramas or just like Orange is the New Black kind of drama?
When they're actually like in the prison. So like I watched all of Orange is the New Black. This was last summer. Right, and then I watched a show called Wentworth. It's an Australian show. I watched that all over last Christmas. Because, you know, Christmas is a stressful time. I stayed with one of my professors at school over the holidays for 5 days. Okay. Then I had to leave because I was stressed out, you know?
Aww.
Because we didn't have the same political views. So, you know,
let's not get into politics. That's just a can of worms right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's another can of worms that we had to dilly-dally around, especially this year. But so yeah, I've been watching a bunch of prison shows. It makes me feel like I have a bunch of friends, you know. I don't know, it's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, Orange is the New Black has like a crap ton of characters and it's mostly a female show. So I think that they're all like really beautiful and talented, and there's such diversity too. Like, that's what I like about the Power Planeteers. Like, you guys are all totally different, you know.
Heck
you guys are uncomparable to one another, and you know, Orange is the New Black is kind of like that too. It's like so diverse. You have like, well, okay, there's only one Asian person, so you have an Asian person there, and then, you know, a bunch of African Americans, and then Latinos, like that many, I'd say, and then like this many white people, I'd say. So yeah, it's very diverse.
I love diversity, not just in TV shows and movies, but in gaming too. You know, and obviously life as well. You know, I love a good melting pot of different cultures that we can learn from. And yeah, that's it exactly. Like I like that because it's always nice to see someone else and hear about their experiences, because their experience is going to be completely different from your own, you know. So I like that. I like differences of opinion. I like discussion. You know, that's why I started Tea Time with Mo, is because we can have a nice little discussion. You know, if anything, have a conversation, keep it casual. But you know, it's nice to have that. It's nice, and I'm glad that people are watching. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
like, even if I don't agree with what they have to say, and vice versa, I'm sure, because you know I'm quite polarizing when it comes to opinions sometimes, but it's okay. Yeah, I just like to hear other people's point of views. Like back in the day, they had a test where they would have like headphones on you. I don't know. It was like the 1930s, so give or take. It was like something, and had some blankets and stuff like that. And you know, it was a psychology test, so they figured out how they reacted to it. And literally, they became like you know, they were like drooling and stuff like that, and their like mind just melted. I feel like
wow.
If everybody's the same, like that's how I feel. Like, you know, just I start to get bored and then I get drained. I'm just like, everyone's the same. Like, come on, can we have some diversity up in here?
Heck yeah. You know, we all have to learn from one another, honestly. And I think that's something that certain people don't like, because they feel like the way of life is changing, but it's not changing, it's improving. You know, that's how I look at it anyway. But
I think someday we're all gonna be like, you know, we're all gonna be dark brown, have brown eyes, and you know, maybe slightly different hair and whatever. Like, I don't see why there's any like hate or animosity in the world, because honestly, we're all one big happy family, and we just need to like embrace each other. Like, because on the inside we're all the same. Eventually, we're all gonna look the same, because you know, everyone's gonna get together and pat a cake, you know what I mean? So, you know, eventually we're all gonna be the same, but for now, let's enjoy the diversity that we have. Honestly.
Heck yeah. One of my favorite shows is a comedy show. It's called Parks and Recreation. It's an American show, and it's mostly based around the Parks and Rec political thing, whatever, and it's such a diverse cast that I like it. That's why I like it so much. You know, there's Latinas, there's Latinos, there's African Americans, there's an Indian in there. You know, there's white people. There's, you know, it's just a melting pot, and I like that, because everyone brings their own style, their own comedic presence. You know, so it's good. That's a lot of fun. And I believe with in gaming as well, to have a diverse cast and a diverse, you know, a diverse developer, you know, developers as well, is always good as well, because everyone brings in something new. Everyone brings in something from their experience in life, you know. If everyone brought the same thing, it just wouldn't make a good game. I personally don't think it would make a great game. So...
It'd be the I Smell Dookie face all over again. Yeah, speaking of like diversity bringing to the table, we can talk about movies for a minute. You know, Star Wars, I think they have a female director and like writer for that. So, you know,
that's awesome.
It's really nice to see, you know, a woman for the face of Star Wars, a very pretty face, you know, Rey. And then we have, you know, an African American for the main supporting cast, right? Well, actually, no.
Yes.
African London, if I don't recall. I think that's where he's from. But yeah, African American looking. So it's good to see diversity in cast.
It is.
The eighth film was the best one of the series. I haven't watched it yet. You know, all my friends and family said we should go see Star Wars, but I'm like, that's so cliche though. I want to see other stuff. You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, what you know, you said the diversity in Star Wars. They're in one of the projects, I believe it's Activision or Ubisoft, that is working on a Star Wars game right now. Is Amy Hennig, who wrote Uncharted. So that's really nice. I'm happy that she's gone on to do some really great stuff. So yeah, I like that. I like diversity, gender diversity, you know, ethnic diversity, cultural diversity. All of it is good, you know, and people need to just calm down. Just calm down, guys.
Yeah,
just.
I mean, I feel like the world's becoming a more accepting place. I don't want to bring up politics because it's a can
no,
of worms.
let's not.
So, you know, we're not going to go there. Maybe private discussion. But, okay, I lost my train of thought.
It's fine, it's fine. Okay, let's go to the next subject. What is your favorite game of all time?
All time? That's
a hard one, right?
Well, the funny thing is I did my research in the show and I saw this one coming my way and I can't answer it now.
Because it's a difficult question.
Shout out to a Capcom game that was released at the same time as Resident Evil 4. It's called Haunting Ground. It is a FABO fabulous game, and again, female lead, so hello diversity. And you play as a 17-year-old lady named Fiona, and it's kind of like Clock Tower 4.
Oh.
And, you don't use a gun in the game unless you, well, again, no spoilers, so no. You can't use a gun in the game. You just have to run and run and run. So you have to run away from your problems that they created. So it's not okay to run away from problems that you create, but it's okay to run away from problems other people create. So I approve this message. And yeah, it's such an interesting game. Like, holy crap. The opponents are called stalkers. That's your first hint to get out.
Yeah. Ain't nobody stalking me. Come on now. That sounds like fun though. That's a different one. You know, usually people would say a Final Fantasy or something that I've heard of, but that's a good. I'll have to check that one out. I'll have to research that one. Was it Haunting Grounds?
Haunting Grounds.
And what was that one?
Everyone says Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, Mario, The Last of Us, Oblivion, you know, or Minecraft. I mean, are one of our favorites. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to say something different and my truth, right? So, and shout out to Killer 7 as well for the PS2 and GameCube. The GameCube has fast loading times. That's a pro tip. You get to play as seven deadly assassins. I don't know if they represent the deadly sins or not, but let's pretend they do. And you know, my favorite character is Cade. I think she's the girl. There's only one girl, so of course Oh, and again, diverse cast. So all 7 of them are different, which is fabulous.
That's really, really awesome. I have actually heard of Killer 7. I believe it was on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, PlayStation 2 and GameCube.
PlayStation 2, yeah. So
GameCube, I have that version though, luckily.
You do?
You're on a line when you move and stuff like that, so you have to stop and then aim and then run again. Like I think you press A.
Like a tactical then. A bit like tactical.
It's kind of like I don't know. It's very strange. It's like a gun shooter, but you control where you go and when you go there, kind of. But you're still on the line. It's very interesting, the controls.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I wish I had played that one. I really wish I did. Maybe I can still pick it up somewhere and play it at some point. Because that sounds really good, like a really great game.
It's like a very old, well, I mean, I guess old by today's standard. Yeah. But I paid $40 for it. Yeah, so I had to find someone that has a GameCube controller because I just sold my Wii not too long ago.
Oh, did you?
And then when I tried to like pick up my Wii again to play that, I was like, "Where's my GameCube controller?" So now I gotta pick one up. Like, oh man. But yeah, I love classic games like that. For me, GameCube is classic. Like it's old enough now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, to be retro, definitely. That is definitely something that is not. A lot of the all of the newbies nowadays will not know what one is. So
they don't.
I never had a GameCube. My friend did though, and he used to play Sonic Adventure on it a lot. And I absolutely love Sonic Adventure. It blew my mind to see Sonic in 3D.
Yeah.
It
Sonic
blew my
Adventure
mind.
Battle 2 was like my jam on my toast. One of my friends, he would play Metal Sonic. He's less affected by spells, and I would play Amy Rose. So if you got enough like rings, I was about to say coins, wrong franchise. Rings, beef jerky rings. You can like curse your like opponent that you're facing. And he was just like, oh, because he couldn't move. He's like, you're not gonna win because Amy Rose is like the slowest one, right? I mean, come on, she throw the mallet.
She's got a giant mallet, yeah.
I could hurt the crap out of my opponents, you know, like Amy Rose is just the bomb.
Pomo.
But, you know, my only negative about this Sonic franchise in 3D, you know, between me and you, I actually prefer the 3D Sonic games, minus Sonic 06 and Unleashed, obvious. Oh, and Sonic, Sonic Boom or whatever, right? So minus those 3D games. I actually prefer this 3D games to Sonic. I'm sorry. But...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the 3D games, there was some good ones and some not fantastic.
Yeah.
The thing is, I grew up with the 2D, and I used to get so excited. I played Sonic 2, I believe, when I was in the hospital for asthma-related stuff. So they had a game room, and I used to go in there and I used to play. And I used to get so excited when I beat a level or beat the boss or something. And I used to shout at the nurses and be like, "Hey, I just beat this! I just beat that!" And they'd be like, "Oh wow, okay," you know. And I used to always want to go into the game room. Always wanted to go into the game room. So that's why the 2D ones will always have a special place in my heart, you know. And the 3D ones, I didn't really give them a shot. You know, I only used to watch my friend play the Sonic Adventure games and the 3D ones, so I kind of do want to give them a go. But at the same time, I know a lot of them weren't received well. I don't know if they were good. I can't say if they were good. They weren't received well. So that's what stops me.
I think you should play Sonic Generations because it's a new one, but it's also
I heard that one's decent.
Yeah, that one is beyond amazing. Because you get your 2D fix and I get my 3D fix. So I think that it's Shyho and Power Planet tier approved. And I think we can all agree that that one is, you know, the bomb. It's the cherry on top of the apple pie that I discussed earlier. So, you know, a Sonic 3D game you should play would be Sonic Heroes because you get to pick from 4 different teams. Keep in mind that certain teams have different difficulty. Like Team Chaotic is the hardest, Team Dark is hard, Team Sonic, which is like, I'm sorry, but it's a lame name and you know it. And then Team Rose, which is kind of a lame name, but I love Amy Rose, Cream the Bunny, and Big the Cat. Big the Cat's like the most hated Sonic character.
Oh gosh.
But the thing about Big the Cat is, he said, no one makes fun of my friends, and I like that. Because, someone that defends your friends.
You see, the thing is, though, for me, one thing I really don't like about Sonic nowadays, they changed Dr. Robotnik's name. Why did they change his name? Why do they call him Eggman now? I don't understand. What is this?
They had a TV show, and I think Dr. Eggman was more for the TV show, and he was more like comical. He was very animated and over the top. And Dr. Robotnik's a bit more serious, although not that serious because hashtag Sonic Boom, right? But I mean, and then they changed the designs of all the characters. I actually like the new designs, but I don't like the game at all. And also, you can beat the game in 5 seconds. People can just YouTube that. You know,
I heard that there was a oh my gosh, you could tell that the developers didn't put enough time in testing.
They just didn't. Yeah. I don't know. They just didn't care. It was really sad. So, I'm glad that Sega's working with Nintendo now. I think that they should have done that a long time ago because it was very mean. It felt like, to be honest with you, Sega versus Nintendo back in the day felt like politics nowadays. And that's like, again, can of worms. You know, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Like, I'm like, no, Sega can do it all, and so can Nintendo. Like, if you guys just hugged it out and worked together.
It's the same with Xbox and PlayStation right now. That's what it is. Yeah. It's just a whole bunch of politics. It's just, if you like Xbox games, Xbox exclusive, go get yourself an Xbox. Go have fun. Play games. Beat with us, you know? We can talk about games and not throw out different franchises, you know. We're not gonna get money out of it, you know. Like, you can go to PlayStation if you like their exclusives. Go and buy yourself a PlayStation. More power to you. You know.
Enjoy all of them. Like, I like The Last of Us. I like Halo, and I like Smash Brothers, and I like Mario Kart. So, you know, if I like them so much, I can just buy that console. You know, I was feeling like Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, so I bought the Wii U. if I really liked Halo that much and I really liked The Last of Us so much, I buy the other consoles. But I always try to make friends with everyone because they might have a PS4 or Xbox right laying around. So I want exclusive. I know what to do.
We definitely need to play something, that's for sure. I mean, I think we have a lot of games in common that we need to actually play.
StarCraft 2 because I trust you to kick some butt with me when you play co-op. And I'll
try.
It's like I will be serious and I will play other than Protoss with co-op. That's for sure.
We will see. We definitely have to try.
With something when the internet's good, it's usually good at nighttime. So if anyone else in the streams, streams and they want me to check them out, I will do it. Usually over the weekends at night because that's when everyone's asleep. So kind of the internet. There's
I would highly recommend everyone in the stream to go follow Shyho right now. It's just Shyho. It's on the screen. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. And yeah, go check them out. On Twitter as well. Queen Birdo, right?
Yes, Queen Birdo.
Queen Birdo. Yeah. So okay. So I have to ask this question. Your favorite character? The pink thing, right?
Oh, my favorite character, yes. My favorite character of all time for Nintendo is definitely Birdo. Because, me and Birdo share a similar story, right? Okay, this is actually good. Okay,
let's do this.
Okay, because...
My body is ready.
I'm not like... I'm not transgendered, but a lot of people think I am. I think it's because of my mannerisms and stuff, but Birdo is 100% transgender. I think that's just so awesome. But the thing that me and Birdo share is, so Birdo is the only surviving enemy from Doki Doki Panic 2. I mean, Doki Doki Panic, that's like a main character, right? So Birdo survived all of the reskinning from that random game that we call Doki Doki Panic, right? So that's Persian themed. It kind of looked like Aladdin. So Birdo's the only sole survivor from that game on Mario 2. When I was mixed in the belly or whatever, there was somebody else in there, right? But I was the sole survivor of the offspring, right?
Oh.
So me and Birdo kind of share that in common. So I feel like I'm the sole survivor. So me and Birdo have like this connection where people in person get my gender confused all the time. Like I'm not trying to be, a female or whatever. I just have a lot of feminine traits and I own that,
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong. I feel like it makes you special, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I feel like I have two perspectives and stuff because I can get along with women and I can get along with men. But women a bit better though, just because I'm good at wedding planning and I'm definitely get lots of practice this year, as we know. So yeah, Birdo is like the sole survivor of like, Nintendo. But it's just that North Americans are uncomfortable with the idea of a, transgender dinosaur in the game.
Is Birdo transgender? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Birdo is definitely 100% male to female. And I think Birdo is a female generally in Mario Party 7 and Mario Kart 8. But every other game, it's definitely 100%, pre-op transgendered.
Wow.
And commercial for Super Mario 2, it was definitely a guy dressed in the Birdo suit. So,
wow.
Yeah, speaking of diversity.
Exactly.
That was diversity again.
Yeah, now we know why you like Birdo so much. It's really cool. Exactly. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I was always wondering about that. Like, oh wow, okay, you really enjoy this character. Is that would you say that's your favorite character of all time?
I would say that's my favorite Nintendo character. Ever since I played League of Legends, I probably clocked in more hours playing League than I did all my other games put together. Like, there is a stage in my life where, I don't want to get too dark because I don't want to make your streamers cry, but two bad breakups when I was 19 and 21. So I played like League of Legends the whole time when I was grieving or whatever. So I
understand that. I think we've all been through that at some point in our lives. You go through something and then all you want to do is just play video games and just forget about life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with any of that at all. So you don't have to feel ashamed about it or whatever.
I'm not gonna say like playing video games is the most productive thing.
No.
But I feel better playing video games than I do just lying in bed and being upset, right? Because I still interacted with my friends, and I still like chugged along a little bit. But I was like the engine that could. I think I can. But I was still playing League. So yeah, I come to a liking with Soraka. I don't think I'm that much like Soraka because I can't heal people or give them mana or call stars down.
If only.
I think that I like her energy though because she's very zen and yogi. Every time I play Soraka, I just want to do yoga, but I can't because I'm playing League. So
I mean, okay, so there's this thing that people think about League of Legends is that the community is very toxic. In your experience, do you think that's true?
Yeah. I even mentioned it, but I did one of those internet, like I did one of those like but anyway kind of things after because it's again it's so dark. But yeah, like I had someone say, I hope that you die of a heart attack like your dad did. And I was like, oh, but my dad didn't have a heart attack. Dad, so he's over there. Like my dad's fine. And then someone else said like, you're as ugly as your mother. I'm like, well, that's actually a compliment because we're beautiful. So
heck
hey,
yeah,
I'd be just as ugly then. So, but I mean, yeah, they dig hard.
Yeah, I hate that. Let's not talk about that for too much because I hate
Tears played it, they'd make League of Legends great again. I think it's this game, honestly.
The thing is, for us, we're not that interested in it. I think we all are very interested in League of Legends, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think maybe one or two of you guys are, but probably not the whole gang. So.
I'm willing to give it a shot, but at the same time, I don't want to get too addicted to another game. I feel like that's the main thing that a lot of people have said about that game is it's highly addictive. So I don't know.
Kind of like, becoming an alcoholic, to be honest with you, because like you're putting toxins in your body because people are feeding it to you constantly. Like when you die, someone's just like, oh my god, you're freaking feeding, and when you don't save somebody when you could have, but you're not sure just because like it's a hard call, then they're like, oh, MFG, you're a noob and stuff. It's like, girl, bye. That's why I like Heroes of the Storm, again, by Blizzard, plug for Blizzard. You actually get to mute all chat every game without having to like do it yourself. You can just mute everybody. I'm like, holy crap. I love that, like, that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, Heroes of the Storm, plugged.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really good communities out there, and it's just a matter of finding them. I've had some great community feedback about certain things, and we have a great community as well. The Power Plantiers have a great community. The Tea Time with Mo community is a great community. They're always very helpful. They're always there for you when you need them. And I personally would like to tell you guys that I think you're amazing. I think Shyho, you're amazing too, and everyone in the community is amazing. And it's difficult sometimes to find this a community like this because we all respect one another. There's a little bit of trolling here and there, but it's nothing where it's vile or an attack on someone else. So
yeah, I just feel like it's when someone's trolling, trolling's not always a terribly vile thing. Trolling just means that it's either inappropriate behavior or miscommunication of information, either intentional or not. So if you're giving someone a blueberry recipe and it's not the right ingredients, that's trolling. So yeah, I noticed that the trolling here is just, it's just jokes. So it's
just jokes.
It's not a big deal.
That is the best way to say it. Yeah, it's just a joke. We all know what the joke is. If anyone has a problem, they can easily feel like they can go to the person and be like, hey, okay. I didn't appreciate that, and I don't think anyone would get, insulted by it, because it's just a bit of fun, some here and there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I hate to do this though, Shyho. I really do, but it's coming towards the end of the show.
Yeah,
this was a lot of fun. This is so fun. So much fun.
We went so much, and we have so much more to go through. But
hell yeah. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. We'll have to do it at some point. You'll have to get you on Minecraft and we can talk some more.
Exactly.
So guys, make sure you go and follow Shyho. Make sure you follow him on Twitter as well as Queen Birdo. Really amazing energy, guys. Make sure you go follow him. Really cool guy. And did you enjoy yourself, Shyho? Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh man, this is crazy. I wanted to be here. I wanted to like do this for 3 whole years. So thank you for letting me have this experience.
Of course.
I put this on my bucket list. Like I can almost die happy.
Let's not do that so too early now, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone who showed up and showed support. I really do love you guys a lot. Yeah, like I said, make sure you go follow, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.